Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 3 of The Everyday Entrepreneur. I'm Emily Steele. This is Sunday, a day that I got to relax a little bit in the morning, go to a baby shower for my amazing friend from college, Morgan, who may or may not come on one of these days. But most of the afternoon, I've been working on Pop-Up Yoga Des Moines. This is something that I created 4 years ago and am still running to this day. And to be honest with you, I had a lot of reservation going into the summer of 2018 and putting on pop-up yoga events because it is a huge undertaking. The first year we did about 20 to 30 classes, and last year, as I was getting married, we did 30 classes all around the metro. I'm so grateful. I have a friend, Sunny, who basically made all of that happen as I was in my wedding and honeymoon season. But this year, I very much wanted to step back. And then once I went into this new self-employment role, I was a little bit more eager to do it because I do love it. It's just a matter of time and what goes into it. So I just wanted to share a little bit of the structure that I've created that I think is really advantageous for a lot of people who may be starting a kind of fitness business, if you will. Pop-up yoga in the beginning and still to this day is really about bringing yoga to unique spaces and places in Des Moines. So we were going to parks on the east side, south side, west, north, all over Des Moines, and partnering with businesses who may not have ever used or done yoga or offered yoga before. And over the years, we've evolved to offer sponsorships. So sponsorship-based businesses are awesome if you've never considered doing that. Basically, that's how I justify spending time doing pop-up yoga. As much as I love volunteering, now that I have stepped into kind of a new space, every minute matters in how I spend my time, especially in the beginning. And so I'm really grateful to do sponsorship-based events because it's a win really for everyone. When sponsors come on board for pop-up yoga classes, it's a one-time fee for $500, and it gets them very specific kind of marketing perks for the way that we communicate with our audience through pop-up yoga, which is on Instagram, Facebook, and an email list that we've been building for the last 4 years. And they get to reach a new audience with their services and product that really could make an impact in the lives of the yogis who come to our events. And it's a win for our attendees because we're able to put on more remarkable events and just have better experiences when we have a little bit of cash flow that supports the events. So whether we're doing giveaways or are able to bring in guest instructors, it just the padding of cash is obviously really nice to have. And it's great because the yogis get to meet all of these awesome businesses they may have never heard of otherwise. And we're obviously really selective about the types of businesses, as long as it kind of makes sense in the yoga world. That's who we usually decide to partner with. And obviously it's a win for this kind of business because it helps us sustain the business. So win for the yogis, win for the businesses who may have never reached these individuals, and it's a win for us at the end of the day as we get to compensate ourselves, which is a great thing. I always used to be weirded out by paying myself. I don't know if anyone's ever been there. I thought I was just always supposed to be a do-gooder, always volunteer, but I realized that I could potentially make more of an impact if I were to have a little extra cash and decide where that money was invested. So I'm really excited and proud to have ownership over that. So that's what I've been doing this afternoon. I set a hard deadline of tomorrow being the announcement day for all of the classes. So I did it on social media because I just needed to pressure myself to do it, which is great because people are now like, okay, it's coming out on Monday. And so I can't let these amazing humans down. So the schedule is all lined up. I think in all we have about 10 classes all around the metro, and it's just so fun. It's going to be a great summer. So that's what I've been working on, and honestly just cleaning up 4 years of Google Drive disaster. If any of you use Google Drive, I'm sure you can relate. I'm organized to an extent, but I do lose like information about passwords and documents and things like that. So I finally just took like 30 minutes and organized it. And it's crazy because 30 minutes, I could have done this like 2 years ago, but I just was like, oh, it'll take too long. But 30 minutes is not that long. So anyway, it's going to be an awesome summer. Behind me is my whiteboard, and I'm really excited to talk about that in the future. I think it's called Righty Board, which is a product you can buy online. So that's just sticking to my wall. And there's some bubbles up there that I learned from a podcast I've been listening to for the last 2 or 3 years, and I will share it on a future episode. So anyway, this is getting a little bit longer than I anticipated, so I hope you have an amazing rest of the weekend, and we'll see you soon.